you're thinking about moving to Canada, or you know someone who is thinking about moving to Canada, please share this video to them because it is good. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have you guys back here today. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for coming back to watch the second video. That means I'm doing something right, Abby. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into the video for today. You know, I promised you people that I will not be blabbing. I'll be going right into it, all the videos that I want to make. Okay, so a lot of people have been sending me DMs on Instagram, and they just ask, how did you move to Canada? How were you able to move to Canada? You know, initially I wanted to start with, you know, telling you guys the reason I moved, talking about why, but a lot of people don't care about the why. They just want to know how, because they also want to do the same thing. I said, okay, I'm going to skip the why and get right into the how. But then there is a little trick to this. I am not going to tell you how I did it, because that would be me giving you a limited knowledge. I'm going to tell you the different ways you can do it. So that way you're going to make up your mind. You now have like options to choose from. Should I go through this pathway, or should I go through that pathway? Okay, because if I tell you how I did it, you'll realize that you might not be able to do it that way because of one thing or the other. But then if you have the other options, you now choose the one that works best for you. I feel that is good. Okay, so if you're thinking about moving to Canada, or you know someone who is thinking about moving to Canada, please share this video to them because it is going to be useful to them. Over here, we don't gatekeep. Every information, I will give it to you. Okay, I got you. I made a promise and I will fulfill my promise. So let's get right into it. So yeah, there are 7 different ways that people migrate to Canada. Yeah, the different ways people migrate to Canada. And in this video, I'm going to brush right through the 7 of them, and I'm going to like talk about each of them briefly. Then subsequent videos, I will dedicate each video for each one, so that I will have enough time to explain, talk about it extensively, answer questions about that particular pathway. That way each video will not be so long and so exhausting and so boring and whatnot. So I don't want my videos to be too long. So let's get right into it. The first one on my list is the study visa. This is the most popular one, self-explanatory. You want to move to Canada to go and study. Simple. You want to go and study. You want to do your bachelor's, you want to do your master's, you want to get your PhD. Simple. Or you want to even start, maybe you want your child to go to secondary school, high school, that's what they call it. You want your child to go to high school. Fine. So yeah, that is the first one. So when you go as a student, you get your study visa and you go to school, and you are limited to work. You can work while schooling, but you have like a limited hours of work. You work like 20 hours per week, and yeah, then after school you can now get your work permit, and subsequently you can become a permanent resident, and yeah, some people, they go to school, they just want to study and come back to their country, which is fine. Then the second one on my list is express entry. So in simple terms, express entry is just skilled workers. The federal government, they need, there are some skills that they need in their country, but now they don't want you to come and study, and they want people that are already experienced in that field. You've been working in this field, you have your certificate, you have your proof, your employment, everything, that you've been working for a certain number of months or years, depending on the requirement. You can apply. So it's a points-based system where so many things There are so many things that adds up to your point. So when you apply, the first thing you need to do is to check if your skill is part of the skill that they need. If it's part of the skill that they need, you apply, you stay in the pool. Then they will decide when, okay, this month I think we need this particular skill. For example, this month they say, we are lacking teachers. I think we need more teachers. They will go to the pool and select. So they will now come out and say, this month we want the cutoff mark to be this. They don't tell you when they do their selection. They don't tell you what the cutoff mark is going to be. So the higher your point, the better for you. Then they select. If you are lucky, if your point is up to what they need, you will be selected. That is exactly how they do it. Okay, and they also have a number of people they need. So if they say, we need 400 people, we need 1,000 people, they go from the people that are already in the pool to select. So that is why if you are interested in this part, you need to start now, enter the pool and wait. It takes time. You don't know when they will do the draw, but you just stay there, enter the pool, continue with your normal life, and whenever. So this is not the pathway for people who are in a hurry to leave. There are people that they already have a life, they are already working, but they want to migrate. So just enter the pool and continue with your normal life. Whenever they do their selection, you start your application, because when they do their selection, they will invite you to apply. That is when you start your application. But then this, if you get your invitation to apply, there is a 90% chance of getting your visa. And the good thing about this is when you get your visa, you automatically become a permanent resident. You don't have to go through study, get a work permit, apply, because that is it. But then if you go through the study route before you get your PR, you get more points than people who are outside, because you already get like the Canadian experience and stuff. But I will talk about that like in the dedicated videos that I want to make. The next one is provincial nomination. This one is almost like express entry, but the difference is that it is province by province. So each province have the ways they do their nomination. There's some province that somebody can even select you. It just has each province, and it's when I'm doing this provincial nomination video, I will talk about each province. Like, they have different ways they do their nomination. But the thing about provincial nomination is you will still get your PR, but you will have to stay in that province. Yeah, you have to stay in that province. So yeah, but I think there is a number of years you can stay and you are free to move to another province. But that province that brought you, you have to stay with them. That's a condition on your getting your PR to come into Canada. Then the next one on my list is family sponsorship. Self-explanatory. Your family sponsored you to come. Your child, your spouse. Yeah. So if you have a spouse already in Canada, they can bring you over. That is just it. I'll still do a video. Of course, there are regulations, and there are when we get there. The next one is startup visa. This one is for my odogus. The odogus that have money and they want to come to this. They want you to come. You people. They want you to come because you're coming to start a business. You're coming to start a business in the country. You're not coming to look for work. You're not coming to join people and be dragging shifts. You're coming to start a business. So this, if you get this visa, it is on the condition that you're coming to start. You already prove to them the kind of business you want to start, and if it's what they want, they will give you visa. You come, you open the business, you employ people, you are adding to the economy. Like, you're bringing in revenue, you are employing people, like they are paying tax. So you are needed. So if there are, of course, there are categories of the kind of companies and whatever the kind of business you want to start, it also determines, but yeah, we'll get into that. The next one on my list is work permit. You get a job, your employers apply for you to come. Simple. You apply, do your applications and whatnot, and you come. So the good thing about this pathway is that you are not coming to look for work. You have already gotten a work. And with your work permit, the more you work, you also have the 40 hours. You can work for 40 hours. So coming with work permit is so sweet, because when you come in, you work, you can still apply for PR, because now, like I said, you now have an advantage over people who have not come in already, because you have your Canadian experience. So which will add more points for you. So of course, if you can come with work permit, get a job, come into Canada, that is the best personally. But any of them is still okay. Then the last one on my list, I don't think any of you watching this is part of this, but I just need to cover it. Asylum seekers and refugees. So of course, refugees, there are some countries that are in war and all those people coming into Canada. So those are the refugees. Then the other ones like asylum seekers, I think they are all the same thing. But if you're coming as an asylum seeker, it means that your life is in danger where you're coming from. And if you pass through the whole asylum check and everything and they approve it, there is one condition: you are not moving back to Nigeria ever. If you ever go back to Nigeria or the country, your home country, you can't come back again. That is just it. So you need to, because the condition is, the mindset is you are coming to claim that your life is in danger. So why are you going back to that place where your life is literally in danger? So of course you cannot go back to Nigeria or your home country. Sorry, I'm using Nigeria because I'm in Nigeria. I know that most of my audience are Nigerians as well. So yeah, that is just it. I'll still do like an extensive video about it. So yeah, these are like the 7 on my list. If there is any other pathway that I did not know, maybe I don't know about it, these are the ones that me I know, you can add it in the comment section and I will do like a proper research about it and still talk about it in my next video. Okay, but for now, these are like the major pathways people use to come into Canada. So in the other in the next videos, I'm going to talk about each one, and I'll cover the cost, the timeline, how long does it take before your visa is granted, like the possible timeline, how much are you going to spend in total, not the exact amount, but like an average, and what kind of documents do you need to qualify, and every other thing. So I would be exploring those ones in my next videos. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching till this point. If you got value, please comment, just drop a comment, let me know that I'm doing something right here. Okay, thank you guys, see you guys in my next video, and bye.